Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. And then the ability that we can throw down Dreadway and actually start. I mean, Dreadway. Okay. So, the good moves I did have are immediately countered. Okay then. So, Spooky Bum time. Hello everyone, Gomez here for the LAN Up channel. Yes, we are doing an expedition video today. This was actually an amazing expedition video that was streamed live the whole way through. I won all 7 matches with this deck. It was a really devastating deck, didn't get a loss in there, and it was a lot of fun to do. Like, I think this is like the first time I've really used Swain, I think, in expedition. I can't remember whether I've used him in the past. I probably have, but I don't remember doing it. So please let me know what you think. Obviously, we've got what you got, like, shameless plug time, Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. All of these games were streamed live, and this expedition run was live on Twitch. So you want to come catch the action live yourself with all these things, Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, you can do that. The links are down below. There's also a link to the Discord down below if you want to get in there. If you have any questions about expedition, because expedition is a fantastic mode, and it's definitely worthwhile, considering that you get a free coin to go in there every single week, just for a bit of a laugh. Why not, like, get in there and actually learn that draft mode of this game, because it is an amazing mode. Obviously, if you like what you see, why not consider hitting that subscribe button, but do not feel forced. I hope you enjoy seeing how this deck did, and yes, until I catch you next time, who the who's, let's get into these. Do I want to take Star Spring and try and make a really stupid Star Spring? Like, the problem with Star Spring is it requires, like, such legitimate things. It's the same with Yasuo. He requires, like, this, and this in terms of, like, you need to have enough stun mechanics or recall mechanics to make him worthwhile. And with Soraka, you need to have, so if you don't draw your Star Spring immediately, it's too... In Expedition, it's too Fiji. Swain is more robust and can go in multiple places. So we would take Swain, and with Swain, we'll take... Do you want to go deep? No, Nautilus Swain, new combo, right? So I could actually go with deep. It's not a legitimate thing. I could even take Leona. There is Targon stuff which could actually, like, cause damage, or even... Like, so, you know what? We're going with Leona. So we just want to make sure that we get enough Daybreak stuff that makes sense, and also damage. Obviously, this falls into both categories of Swain and that, so we will take this because it's helping with Daybreak, it's helping with Swain. We want some draw stuff. Actually, I guess, like, Make It Rain and Monkey Idol really working for Swain. Could also take these two. Like, I want the Power Cascade because I want the draw aspect of the situation. Could go Overwhelm here, could take the Priestess. So I'm gonna go Priestess for Invoke. Priestess for that Invoke stuff. Guillotine and survival skills. We've got some options here. Which ye be warned. I'm gonna actually take this just because there's a slight chance of the coral creature making Ravenous Flock. It's not 100%, but there's a slight chance of them making it, so I'm willing to go with that very slight chance though it be. Yeah, again, want to be trying to focus in on Daybreak. Daybreak and Dragons, I'll take both of those. So Daybreak and damage, working in here with this. A little bit of draw. There's no point in taking the Yodel Grifter. We've got, like, hardly any Bilge War cards to make that, like, a worthwhile. I'll take the draw. We've got slightly more chance of hitting the Allegiance on top of you. It's only a slight more chance, but there is actually a chance of considering that. But Dreadway for that additional damage, you kind of got to go with it, right? Go with the Priestess, or could go with Blade's Edge and further. I'll take that. Damage everywhere. Morning Star could be nice, but I'm gonna actually take the Ballista. Take the Ballista of this, and we'll go with, let's think, Diverted Path. We've not really got any landmarks working for us. That's pointless. I mean, we've gone down a really... Leviathan! I mean, I definitely take the Leviathan. When you've got Swain in the deck and you've got the ability to choose the Leviathan, you choose the Leviathan. It makes... There's no reason you do not choose the Leviathan! Right. Guillotine to be able to potentially get rid of Garen. I'm going to keep my Guillotine. Throw everything else back for the time being. The fact that we are playing like a Leona and we don't have a single Solari soldier, like the one cost, is quite devastating. Not what you want, but okay. Coral creature. If you end up, I was gonna say, if you end up giving me Parlay or Blade's Edge right now, and you didn't do it last time, okay. Willing to accept your death. Throw down the Solari Priestess. Start getting the sun stuff working for us. Okay, what do we want to go with here? I could actually take the warrior. The warrior's a nice one. Like although I could have like drawn a champ, I've got one champ in the form of Swain.
You won't want it.
You need to die. Like I need to kill you. I do have a Yebi wound and I do have a Power Cascade. I'm gonna throw down you. Gives me the EB wound option, but yes, no, you must die. Before the option for Garen dropping becomes a thing, you must die. So EB wound on top of this. If Garen drops, then we do have a guillotine. Like next turn, I mean, we let like somebody take a little bit of damage, and then we like so we go. Whoop. Obviously. Like, the different buffs that they could have if they've got, like, 2 sharp sights, or, like, if they've got a sharp sight and then a single combat to get rid of you. Would not be ideal. We'll see how we go. Could actually consider going forward with my Solari Priestess with that sneaky... Is that only for the turn? That's only for the round, isn't it? Right. So I could consider going forward with you knowing that I've got the Power Cascade move. I was like, yeah! This is stupid and not what one should do. That's the reason why the single combat going in off of you. Nothing I can actually do about that. Nothing I can do. So Garen could drop. And Garen will be scary. Squeaky bum time scary. It's okay. You drop. Single combat. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I mean, it's not okay, but I'll convince myself it's okay. So Garen drops. Or Garen doesn't drop. Okay. So, we wait. We throw down Warrior. I could actually throw down Swain. Just because Swain going in immediately would be quite devastating. But I feel like I want to be... I want to remove this. There's so many good cards that they could get through this. And like, obviously, the fact they got like so much elite synergy. I do have to get rid of you. Throw down this. Just because, like, you know, at least we're helping out Leona again. Still keeping the Power Cascade option open if we want it. Okay. Concerted Strike is a thing. Could use the Power Cascade right now, but I wouldn't be killing you. I'll be getting you close to death, but I wouldn't actually really be killing you, so it's not really worth it. I'll throw down the Squire instead. I've trained my whole life for this. So much draw.
From behind a basilisk.
So much draw. Obviously, Garen or Misfortune. You're quite a nice unit to have. My strength is yours. So, I could throw down you with Power Cascade. Could also throw down Morning Light. It would mean that your health stat will go like insane. So I'm gonna throw you down. I'll throw you down. It's fine. I mean, out of everyone, that's actually like, you know, not bad at all for me. So I'll take that. Solari Priestess. Might end up regretting it because obviously, like, this could be a clever ruse. Sharp sight comes out and all that. Okay. We strike. So, willing to accept trades. They couldn't get out of the other trade, so I don't mind going into that trade because I don't think they got a way out of it. If you can't save your scout unit with what's his face, then you're not gonna be able to save the other unit. Could throw down Swain, but again, Swain is countered like they can throw down the Redeemer. I've not got another chat. Oh, I mean, when you look at it, you just think, well, Blade's Edge into Guillotine. Is it worth it? So, sadly, that's if only I had you out. Should have thrown you out first. I should have known the option was there. Okay. That's fine. It's not fine, but let's think to ourselves right now. Throw down the powder keg. Does mean opening you up to, like, Garen going into you. We've still got the guillotine move. I need to think that in my hand I've got some nice things that, like, potentially could be, like, really nice. So that's the reason why I don't mind. I don't mind doing this. He's taking damage. He's taking damage, people. Exploit. Go, 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 go. He's taking damage. Finish him. Okay. So, that's Garen down. Got many other issues, but right now Garen's not one of them. Potential Leviathan play, which is very nice. Obviously, like if we throw Swain down, you get grabbed here. Could go for I feel like I want to throw down the Leviathan. That's what we want to do. So I'm willing to wait. Willing to wait, see what they do. They might not do anything. Yeah, that's fine. I'm fine with that. Throw down Leviathan. Or we can actually start just going elusive on them, but Sharp Sight and Concerted Strike and all those kind of things are options that I'm not willing to deal with right now. So, how close is, like, Swain is, like, years away from leveling as well, sadly. Morningstar leaves still the option open for going into a Leviathan. Gives me another, like, Invoke card. Gives me some buffs that are going in for the Overwhelm. Also helps Leona out. Which is not bad. So, still could throw down the Leviathan. It's such a delicate dance that one does. Such a delicate dance. Sonic, we're throwing down the Leviathan. Start trying to force in that free damage. So, free damage. Boom, 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 boom. So they need to remove the Leviathan this turn. And we've got a further, which with powder, I mean, they should be dead. Share them out to my opponent. I was gonna say, they need to remove the Leviathan, or they need to, like, be able to stop our fervor as well. Big boy, what you call it, Darius. I kind of, again, I'm keeping the guillotine. Just the knowledge of having guillotine, just like, I don't know why, it somewhat relaxes me against champions such as this. And I guess Brom. Ooh, even better. Sunburst, even better. Acceptable. So they won't be trying to do damage into me as quickly as possible. So we just need to hope that we can hold back the tide of damage. Got parlay. Okay. At least I can just throw you directly into drama. So I doubt that they go forward here. There's like no reason for them to go forward. We're starting to get into our daybreaks. It's very nice. So I could, you know what? I'll take Falling Comet. I don't like Brom and Darius scare me so much that I'm just like, yeah, take Falling Comet. I want to have every single counter known to man. Okay.
Finally, some action.
Throw you forward. Willing to accept your death. They could have Troll Chant. Like there's a couple of things, by being in Freljord, there's a couple of things they could have that could actually get them past certain moves they could do. It's okay.
Let us get going.
Let us get going. Oh, let's try and send Brom to the Shadow Realm immediately. Send Brom to the Shadow Realm. So the lovely thing about this is this silences first. So it silences and then hits damage because we played it on Daybreak. Some people forget about that, but that is actually a thing. It's a silence, it's a silence, like on Daybreak, silence and then deal the 6 damage. So I understand what they tried to do by buffing, but sadly, as somebody who hasn't read cards or hasn't seen that card in a long time, which to be fair, that card has not been used in a very long time, so I can understand why people would forget what Sunburst does. We lose Leona. We lose Leona. It's okay. Still got the Comet if we see Darius. I mean, why did I not go forward with the Priestess? I literally took 1 damage away from myself there. Well, I didn't have to do that. Okay. We've got Dreadway. As much as we wants to use this on top of Darius, this is actually a big boy problem. Big boy problems require big boy solutions. Okay. We've also got like Parlay and Guillotine to be able to deal with Darius, so I feel somewhat okay. Throw down you. Literally, we've had a counter to everything that they've had against us at the moment, but it doesn't mean that the game is done. I could throw down the parlay. As much as me said that I was going to keep this move open for Darius, which the idea was to keep the move open for Darius, I need to remember that we can start forcing damage into them. And actually, by doing moves like this, it makes them stop and think, wait a minute, if they're using this now, have they got another one in hand? Have they got the answers to anything I can throw forward there?
Finally, some action.
Okay. We go forward, start forcing some damage. Oh, frostbites. Start seeing the frostbites hit me. Stop trying to hit me and hit me. Okay. Throw down the Leviathan. Because he does have, like, Leviathan does get past. I mean, admittedly, I wish I had the mana to throw down, was it Vigor? Ride on. Deploy. So we've got Swain. I can wait. I can wait. So.
Is that all you got?
There could be buffs. I need to think to myself, is it just worthwhile? You know, I'll keep you back. I'm not willing. I mean, I could even just throw down Dreadway at this point. Dreadway means that, like, you know, we would be doing 6 damage to them at the start of every round. Yep, I'm glad that I did not throw Leviathan into this. Okay. So, if we throw down Darken the Skies, how can we actually level you this turn? That's the question. I mean, actually, I guess we can level you this turn, because all we've got to do is use Moon Weapon into Calibrum. So, we Moon Weapon into Calibrum, deal the damage, and start getting some stuns out. Doesn't matter which one we take. Start getting some legitimate stuns out on our opponent. For the glory of Nuxarus! Okay. Is that like, you know, I think this is the first time we've actually utilized Swain's ability right now. Yeah. And then the ability that we can throw down Dreadway and actually start. I mean, Dreadway. Okay. So, the good moves I did have are immediately countered. Okay then. So, Squeaky Bum Time. Squeaky Bum Time has initiated.
Clad in shining sunlight.
It's not good. Then we hoo-de-foos. So, it's not good. It is, how you say, looking bleak. They've actually, I mean, what? Why would you not grab the Leviathan? Actually, no, you can't grab the Leviathan. What am I talking about? He doesn't have challenge. Ignore me.
Not sway me.
Like, the only lovely thing that I have is the fact that I can throw down you, and the double like, there's a lot of problems. There is a lot of problems, but solutions. Both ships, and then boom, 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 boom. Send them out to my opponent. Like, really, we're playing. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, I'm so glad I had both ships there, because Daybreak versus Daybreak. We've got a little bit of Bilgewater as well. But we're more Noxus. Okay. I'll actually keep this hand. I got a turn 2. I've got like a bit of draw. Got some Daybreak, because I feel like that my quickest Daybreak is turn 2 in the Shield Bearer, but it's not exactly like I'd rather keep a Priestess over a Shield Bearer. The Invokes, especially in Expedition, can do like a lot more for me than what the Shield Bearer can do. They get those plus stats for one round. Invokes are forever. Coral Creature. So next turn, Coral Creature. So they did not get the important thing to notice. They did not have a Soldier on turn 1. Okay, they had the option for Soldier on turn 1. They decided not to go with it. So I could throw down a Power Cascade, but it's really meaningless to throw down the Power Cascade against that. Throw down you. So they're getting Daybreak stuff. We're getting Daybreak stuff. I'm actually going to take the Comet. It might have been smarter to take Sisters. So yeah, it might have been smarter to take Sisters, but You go like this. I feel like you would be the one, like, you would be the one I would be aiming to kill. Okay, if we can actually get some powder kegs right now, make it rain would be very nice. Okay. One Solari down. Many more to go. But they can see it. Okay. Make it rain actually now kills the Corsair, which is quite nice. I could make it rain. Throw down you on top of the or Playboard. Could throw down Fervor on top of Twisted as well. The option for that is there. I'm gonna go with the gamble. Actually, we hit all three of them, which is quite nice. So I was gonna say I'm gonna go with the gamble because obviously it might not hit because it might hit like these two and core. But I'll go with this. We do have a Yeeby wound. We've got Comet. Like, he's still years away, and it's kind of harder for them to do, like, the level up of Twisted Fate with these two regions. I might be wrong, but I like to feel like it's harder. We do have a straight up Blade's Edge that we can throw into Twisted Fate. I kind of want to Yeeby wound him though, just to send a really stern message. Okay. Because he's a champion who's all about draw. But what about if we get draw off of him? So, a game, go on then.
Folks.
I do have Power Cascade, so I technically can use Power Cascade off of the Priestess. I want to know that Twisted Fate is dying. Like, part of me is considering using Blade's Edge. Just because then we can go into the attack turn. And then make the smart decision. Because obviously if they... So what we could have done is we could have gone into the attack turn. And thrown Twisted Fate on top of like Iron, which is Iron Ballista. They could have used Power Cascade and killed our Iron Ballista. By doing this, we're forcing out that Power Cascade move now. They could even have to straight up buffs, right? Yeah, there we go. The Heart of Targon. Okay. Which we still can use Iron Ballista now to try and kill. Because obviously they can't even get a what's-his-face past that. So they can't get a Power Cascade past that. I'm willing to accept them losing Twisted Fate for me losing an Iron Ballista. We've got Swain. We've got, I mean, all the boats are lining up to get used. Also could throw down Swain themselves, which admittedly at this moment in time, like, so I basically need to kill this unit, which I could do through a potential Fervor. If I throw down, which if I like, so I need to wait. Because I could just throw down directly Fervor, boom, boom, into this. They could have... These are Myros! So much of me wants to throw down this Swain. Like, so much of me. But I'm willing to wait on it. Let's go with this move. Go with this! So, boom, boom. That's down. Swain can now drop and... feel like it's harder for them to have something other than Leona herself. For them to have something that's gonna, I mean, do I just keep you back? Next turn we can throw down Leviathan. Next turn we can throw, like, you know what? Sorry, we're gonna throw Swain out. Obviously they could have Sunburst as well, which Sunburst would not be good for us. Should have probably waited because there was no reason to go Billy Big Box and immediately throw Swain out. We have got Leviathan though, so we will draw another Swain. So that's why there's certain reasons why I feel bad for what I'm doing, but I also feel okay. Daylight Everlasting. So they're now out of the Sunburst territory. I could consider using Gifts from Beyond and using either the stun or using Overwhelm. This is going to be very stupid. Gonna be very stupid. I mean, actually, technically, what we could have done is we could have used Calibrim just to level him up. Calibrim would not have been a bad choice either, but okay. We're going to have the stuns on the Always Sunny guy. They could still have Power Cascades. They could even use their Zenith Blade so they can stop Swain. That's what they're doing here. Is they're making sure that they're stopping Swain, but we've forced them to have to use that on top of you. That's where there's slight benefits. Is we forced that move out so they were forced to stop Swain. Right. Leviathan goes. Oh, that's big. Could throw down the Sunburst. Willing to accept.
There is no excess when victory is at stake.
So, willing to accept damage for the greater good. Can throw this in on top of you, which will be the level up for Swain. And then we just start stunning the crap out of everyone. The goat is loose. Where are your spirits? We can throw down you on top of this. You on top of this. Convince myself this is going to be an okay move. And then throw down you on top of this. We live on 11. Technically, I didn't have to throw the Slide Priestess on top of that. Like, it's giving me a little bit of health, like 2 extra health. But it wasn't a necessity, and now we just throw down. Now we throw down Dreadway. And that's 6 damage going in every single time. Additional stuns. So I could actually go, I feel like, do want to go forward first. Although they could have Hush. So they could hush one of their own units to be able to kill the Leviathan. I feel like we're at the stage of the game where we can just now wait. We can play the wait game. So, because all I need to do is legitimately just hush. And hush one of their own units and remove the Leviathan. I can hold. Knowing the fact that I'm doing 6 damage every single round. You would do 6 damage in on a Nexus strike, but it's such a gamble. Is it a gamble I'm willing to take? I mean, you currently do 2 damage. They would need to silence, or they could actually just throw down like Leona or somebody right now. Okay. So, I guess they can't hush anymore. They can't hush anymore, so we can just do direct damage into core. So direct damage into core. That gets the stun on top of you. And it's very unlikely they're going to be stopping as we... So Doggo cannot stop this. Unless obviously they've got... So Shadow mode to my opponent. Double ships. And also the slight change in the... what's his face? The bald.
Remember this day.
Remember this day. My grandpa's deck has no weak cards. I mean, this is actually full-on P&Z. This is legit. So expect the Allegiance unit, which can give them Elusive, which Elusive Vi is not the one. I need to keep Sunburst. And I also want to keep Blade's Edge to use. So if it's turn 1, Teemo, Blade's Edge. If it's like, you know, Vi drops, Sunburst. That's our plan. We've got counters. Counter moves to what they can do. It's fine. We just need to hope. So like if we see turn 1 Teemo, yeah, that's the plan. Don't worry. Our opponent is doing all the choosing. They got rid of 2 of their cards, changing 2 of them up. Bino, how you doing, Shorty? I hope all is well with you. So, go throw Teemo out. Reporting in to the graveyard. Straight to death. Oh, I mean, sad Poro. I haven't actually changed my emotes in labs. I really didn't change my emotes in labs. Okay. I haven't got anything to play this turn. Can't play a second Teemo. Okay. Shame. Shame. Okay. Gonna throw down the... I could throw down the Ballista for a trade. They're saying they're prepared for anything. Let's see whether or not you're prepared for anything.
Never know what hit 'em.
Don't have suit up. Second Teemo down. Okay, so our Teemo problems are less of an issue. It's gonna be our Vi problems. But I do actually want to take Golden Sister, because Golden Sister does give me that elusive cover. Because right now, I mean, I guess I've got Sunburst that I could use on. I could Sunburst on top of Teemo, but we don't. But would that be maybe a little bit too aggressive? Do that, damn it! Okay, right, see it. Potential buff or that's fine. You know what? I'll take it. I would take it. At least we're removing their bald. Vi could drop, but as I say, we've got Sunburst. Teemo could still drop, but I can live with if we see Teemo. I'm gonna tell myself that. They're gonna pass, so we're gonna pass, because like we could throw down like Swain, but then they throw down Vi. I'm not willing to take that choice, or like, you know, thing. We could throw down Swain. They could have Thermal Beam. I'm willing to take this. This is still 6 damage. So if they do throw down Vi has got 4 health and tough. So this is still 6 damage, which would still kill Vi. It's my birthday tomorrow, so looking forward to that. I mean, do you know what you're going to be getting? Have you done a nice little list of presents you want? Is there going to be glorious cake? I hope that you get a glorious cake, my friend. Okay, let's go forward.
Devotion through
Forward
battle.
like this. It's fine with
Girl wrecking crew.
that's the one girl wrecking crew. Send her to the Shadow Realm. Because they've not got many buffs that can get like P and Z. There's not got like many buffs that can do health or anything like that other than suit up, and suit up is just getting you to 4-4. So we've actually managed to deal with all of their champions so far. Knock on wood. So it's okay. I could consider throwing out sisters. It does mean that I don't, because they could throw down another Vi. If I throw down you, like, you are the only one who I can throw down, and if they throw down another Vi, I can Gifts from Beyond into Gravitum. That's what I'm going to tell myself is the reason why I'm okay with this. Okay. Forcing out all their remove. We've not seen a single Puffcat Peddler, though, so far. I want to be careful with Swain. I honestly feel like Thermal Beam is lurking. Thermal Beam is lurking for my bumhole. Gonna throw down that Golden Sisters. So yet again, leave Swain out of this. So that's fine. I mean, I can actually use this to save your life. Forces more removal out. That's the main thing. Like, literally all we need, what we're trying to do is we're trying to force everything out. Because any spells we can force out before a Puffcat Peddler, like, enters the field is what this is all about. Forcing that damage. So get excited. That's what literally, we are forcing them to do nothing but defense. And defense is nice for us because it means that we can slowly but surely chip them down. Leviathan. I could play Leviathan and still be able to use this, but then it's that Thermal Beam. It's the option of Thermal Beam that is very scary to me. Shadow Mode to my opponent. We literally had every single answer to everything they played. So I feel bad for them because that must have been such a frustrating game for them. But Shadow Mode to my opponent. So we're into the 7th game, people. What changes do we want to make? Potential heals. Because we haven't really got any heals going in for us. So a potential Sunfall Jet, as well as that is a Daybreak card that will help the one Leona that we have. Coral Creature is nice though, as just that unit that you throw out and then get a random 1 cost. I feel like I'm weird to take the heals. The heals make, and then they immediately want me to swap out my heals that I've just literally given myself. I'm actually willing to keep what I've got here. Scorched Earth is just too valuable to me to want to lose that. And Vigor has actually helped get health past like points that could legitimately could have killed me. Gift from Beyond, the versatility of choosing, like Culling Strike is good, it's a good removal tool, but the versatility of choosing is actually like more valuable to me. I'm willing to keep yet again what I've got. Willing to keep what I've got. I could consider this trade, but I'm not really willing to go for it. And I will keep yet again. I'll keep everything I've got. Then let's do this final match. It is all or nothing. You only get one chance, one shot in the 7th game. Let's go. All about that damage and sun damage. That's all we need to call the deck. Sun damage as we go in. I kind of want to keep Parlay. The elusiveness would have actually been quite good. I could have kept that. What I'm thinking to myself here is if they get an early Lucian, the potential of deckhand into Parlay or like edge. So if they throw down Lucian, like the ability to throw down deckhand. Okay. Now obviously they can have Vile Feast. We're going slightly aggressive because it's calling for us to go aggressive. So that's the reason why we shall go aggressive. Because we do have like barrier. That's not the one you want to see. Willing to accept because you go down to 2 health anyway. So that's the reason why that's like not as bad. I could have technically gone forward with you as well. There was no real reason why I shouldn't have gone forward with both of them, but I was thinking to myself like go forward and then parlay, but that option didn't become a thing. We do have like both blades edges here. We're gonna go elusive.
Guide you, my brethren.
We could have grabbed one of our champions, but we're go elusive in here because they've got a number of things. If we were to grab Swain, they've got a lot of things which aren't the free attack. I will live.
Believe or burn.
Live with the... Actually, you know, I'm going to throw you in front of this. Live with the decisions that we've made here. The reason why I don't put you in front, in case they find a way out of this, because they could technically have had the... Why can't I think of the name? The one cost. Why is my mind completely blanking? Chain Vest or whatnot. They could have had that. So I'd rather you die than you die because I've got Morning Light, which gives me another invoke off of this. That's the reason why. We could even go for this right now. Go for this right now because we are forcing our opponent, if they've got any single combats or things like that, we're trying to force their moves out now because we're trying to push the aggression and force reactions. That's the plan. So everyone's going up in stats. Everyone, like, we also get the other, the invoke off of that. Your stats go up even more, so we immediately go forward with everyone. So that's fine. Helping out you. Like, I'm gonna, like, you know when like there's the moves that you know you're gonna regret, but you do them anyway because you're thinking to yourself, but if they don't have Vile Feast, this is gonna be a good game for me. So, Kallista's out. We go for the, ooh, actually, yeah, it's also very nice. I mean, either way would have been nice. I didn't know I was gonna top deck this at the time, obviously. But we do have Parlay and we do have Blade's Edge that can both kill Callista at this moment. Also, we could technically throw the Shield Bearer. Like, we don't even have to do a spell. We could just let the Shield Bearer, like, take the grunt of the work. But let's see what they play, because obviously Haunted Relic. They are playing with it. They've got Lucian with Callista. So they could, in all honesty, have, would you like Haunted Relic and things that would be very quickly to level Lucian or Callista. They do also have the scout stuff, but they might have picked her to begin with and then gone more down the Lucian Callista route. This could be a ruse because this could be like they then have a single combat move to go into the powder keg. I will actually go with trying to save your life because I know that I can powder keg into a parlay. It's not as effective, but the option is still there for me. So that's the reason why, because it then forces the single combat move out before. And all that happens is that we get to keep our unit if they don't, which they didn't have. Luckily enough, they didn't. But if they didn't have that, we got this. So we're now forcing in damage. We immediately go forward, by the way. Like, we immediately go forward. Could actually, I could consider playing Golden Sisters, I guess. We're solid. We'll play Golden Sisters. Because we're going wide. They do actually have Judgment. They no longer have Judgment. They did have Judgment. Judgment is gone. We're going to remove one of their champions. And actually just going to go wide as hell on them. Wide as hell, because the more damage we can put in, we do have further. We've got Parlay. Actually, I guess we could have parlayed Valor before going into all of this as well, so they didn't, just so they didn't have the additional block. But okay, I made my decisions and I will stick with them. I could have totally done that. We've got powder kegs. Don't anyone but, I was gonna say anyone but Radiant Guardian. The health is down right now. We want to keep their health being down. Okay. So, I'm thinking to myself, like, if I throw down kegs going into, so kegs going into further, and then parlay. So kegs into further, then parlay. That's gonna be the plan. Kegs into further, parlay. Kegs into, I mean, they could have got the scout attack out if they really wanted to. Okay. Scouts into further, parlay. Let's go. Go, 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 go. Send it forward. Send it forward. Because they can't use it. They can't use any form of removal right there. That's the Swain level. Shenemote to my opponent. Shenemote. We won the 7th game, people. We got into Expedition and we smashed it with sun damage. Oh, there was times where I doubted. But it all worked out in the end, people. We got there. Woo. Woo, 7 wins.
From flash of brilliance that could save me. Save me! That doesn't save me. Okay. Is there anything from you? Save me. That doesn't save me! Okay. Get rid of this and get rid of this. Find something that can save me.